Thanks, Jeff, for giving me the impossible practically right out of the gate. Thank you, Jeff. Here's Ray in Fort Lauderdale. A lot of Florida checking in. Ray writes, what's with all the Vince Neil hate regarding his recent performances prior to the injury? He had maybe one bad show. The rest, he sounded vocally great. Fans complain when a live act is really live, then complain when a 50-year rock singer isn't super skinny anymore or misses a few words in Dr. Feelgood. They should compare pictures of themselves 20 years to 8 to 60 years. Keep up the great show. Thanks, Ray in Fort Lauderdale. All right, well, Ray, to a degree, I agree with you, but to a degree, I'm going to be just brutally honest, as I have to be. I don't agree with you, because to say that in the last few shows prior to his injury, Vince just missed a few words, that would be not accurate if we're just being honest. I mean, Vince has had ups and downs and struggles vocally for really 20 plus years. Listen to the Motley Crue live album, Live, Entertainment or Death. I mean, that's what I compare Vince Neil live to David Lee Roth. And here's how. People are under the illusion that Vince Neil sang live like he did on the records. Just like they're under the illusion that David Lee Roth ever sang great live. He never did, ever. Great on the records, fit the band perfectly on the records, never sang well live. More a showman than a singer live by a mile. Just look at the US Festival in '83. He barely sang. So that's how I feel about Vince. Perfect for Motley Crue, delivered the songs, great frontman, but never a great live singer. And I love Vince. It's not a personal thing. It's just calling it like it is. An entertainer, a frontman. About his appearance, I mean, you can land on that one of two ways. You can say, hey, it's your job as a frontman and a singer to be physically in shape for the people that are coming to see you. And, that I don't think that's a horrible thing to say. If you're an athlete, you've got to be in shape to play, right? I mean, you're going to get cut if you're not in shape and you're on a team. If you're a frontman in a band and you can't move or you get winded very quickly and you're not up to par, that's a big concern. It's a big concern physically, medically, and just in terms of performance. So, look, I'm the last person on the planet that has a place to comment on anybody's physique or weight, but I'm not the front man of a rock band. So, Vince has worked on that, by the way. When I saw Vince very recently, he looked way better. And it's hard as people get older. We know that, and it takes discipline. Some people have it, some people don't. Again, I'm the last person in the world that's going to be critical of anybody's weight. I have no room to be, but I don't do that for a living. So I understand people's concerns, and there's also another concern here. There is a tremendous amount of money on the table for this stadium tour next year, and you have people that have had their money tied up for 3 years waiting for that tour and hoping for that tour to happen. And they want to make sure it happens. They want to make sure it happens with the guy they want to see singing, which is Vince Neil. So I don't think, although some of the criticism is harsh and unwarranted, I don't think all of it is. And I think that Vince would be the first to tell you that, he's got to work at it. And he's acknowledged that because he has worked at it. He's gotten markedly better. And I see him a lot, physically and vocally. Where we're at when the stadium tour starts, we'll see. But I can't get mad at fans for expecting artists that they pay a tremendous amount of money to go see to be on their game. That's not an unreasonable request. And if you're an artist or a performer and you are charging this money and these people are coming to see you, you deserve or you owe it to the fans to also be at the top of your game as best as you can be. Nobody's expecting you to be what you were at 25, but, to be on your game. And I'm confident, and I believe Vince will be, And I believe the signs I've seen, he's working towards it. So yeah, is some of the stuff a little harsh and out of line and over the top? Yeah. But there's a reason for it. And I think some of it, is to some degree deserved. And Vince has acknowledged it and is making improvements in trying to get better. And what I saw is absolutely getting better. And one other thing I'll say about this, listen to, if you missed it, and I hope you didn't, I don't know how you could have missed it, but the Nikki Sixx special from last week, because Nikki had some really interesting things to say about Vince as a singer and as a frontman. Nikki writes the lyrics in Motley Crue. I think everybody knows that. But he talked about Vince, how unique his voice is, and how he delivered those songs and those lyrics and really owned those songs in his delivery. I thought that was really telling and really interesting and very honest, because Vince doesn't get enough credit for what he brings to the band as far as back in the day, the look and the delivery of those songs. So I thought Nikki had some great points about Vince that came up during our conversation last week, which of course is now available on the app with video as well. Hey, let me do a break. We'll come back. Plenty